Good morning, children. Welcome to the English session. Today, we shall discuss about debate writing. I know you're familiar with debate, but what exactly is a debate? It is an argument that involves the process of establishing a claim and then proving it with the use of logical reasoning, examples, and research. What is a debate writing or an argumentative essay? The purpose of an argumentative essay is to present well reasoned conclusions in order to persuade the audience to accept or at least to seriously consider a point of view. Now, let's see the aim of writing an argumentative essay. It is to convince or persuade the reader. That is, one attempts to change the reader's mind and convince the reader in order to agree with the point of view or claim of the writer. Now let's see how we can organize our arguments. For that, we need 3 steps. The first one is introduction, where you have to first welcome the audience. Then you have to grab their attention in the beginning. Thirdly, if it is necessary, you need to give a background information based on your topic. And finally, your thesis statement, which is very important in your introductory paragraph. From your thesis statement, the reader or the audience will understand whether you're standing for or against the topic. The second point is body paragraphs. Now, if you want, you can split your body paragraphs into 2 or 3 paragraphs. Each paragraph should be constructed with topic sentences where you have to build your main points based on it. You have to counter-argue in your body paragraphs also. And the final point is conclusion, where you have to restate your thesis statement, give an end hook, and finally thank the audience. So let's see in detail. The introduction. Don't forget to welcome the audience. Then the first paragraph is the introductory paragraph. It presents the problem and gives the background information necessary for the argument and the thesis statement. Now, what is a thesis statement? It is a short statement that summarizes the main point or claim of an essay, research paper, etc. Now let's analyze a sample introduction. The topic is based on should schools require uniforms. As you can see, the first point itself is welcoming the audience. Good morning, everyone. I have come before you all to speak on should schools require uniforms. Now, the introductory paragraph. The past few decades have seen much debate over whether or not uniforms should be required in schools. Students, parents, and administration have all weighed in with their personal opinions and experiences with uniforms. Amid the conflicting views, the answer is obvious. Requiring uniforms in school is a good idea because students can save time in the morning deciding what to wear. They can focus on schoolwork instead of what they're wearing, and it gives one a sense of belonging and it encourages equality among students. So that is your thesis statement. And from the thesis statement, it is very clear that you're standing for the topic. Now let's move on to the body of the essay. As I said earlier, you can divide your paragraphs into 2 or 3 if you want. So each paragraph talks about one reason. The reason is stated in the topic sentence and is supported by supporting details or materials. The body paragraphs contain the reasons or even the points of your argument. So these supporting materials can be either examples, statistics, personal experiences, or quotations. Now let's analyze a sample paragraph. There are many reasons why school uniforms should be mandatory. Students can save time in the morning. So that's the topic sentence. Uniforms decrease stress and time wasted because students do not have to be concerned of what outfit to wear as they prepare for school in the morning. They should be able to quickly select uniform attire when they begin their day. Saving time, decreasing stress, and encouraging students to find their voice are just a few of many reasons why uniforms should be considered. Overall, uniforms are positive for the students, the parents, and the well-being of the school. So here you can see the topic sentence followed by the supporting details. In the next paragraph, the debate over school uniforms is heard from students and parents alike, and reasons for why uniforms should not be required in schools are shared by many. Uniforms detract from students' individualities. That is the topic sentence. You can find a description following it. Not only do uniforms smother students' individuality, they are also a burden for low income families and families with many school aged children. Now you can see the counter argument. But there are strong opinions to suggest that students are encouraged to find themselves while wearing uniforms. Uniforms do not restrict students' individual personalities. They promote inner growth of students' individual minds. Also, uniforms cost less when compared to students' preferred clothing, so parents can feel monetary relief when purchasing their child's wardrobe. Additionally, students dressed in uniforms who are seen in public can become easy targets for bullies. Now, that's the topic sentence. But I would like to stress the fact over here that school uniforms would definitely encourage school wide discipline and decrease the possibility of violence on school grounds. Now, that's your counter argument, which you are describing a little bit more further. Students focus on schoolwork when they are not preoccupied with who is wearing what clothing. Students who wear uniforms can relax during class, not worry about how trendy their appearances are, and focus on schoolwork. A lot of students are concerned about fashion trends, and uniforms eliminate this concern in the classroom environment. The focus on schoolwork is greater because uniforms eliminate distraction. And finally, a conclusion. The conclusion restates the main claim, that is the thesis statement. It presents two or three general statements which summarize the arguments you have made in the body of your essay. And don't forget, do not write any new points in your conclusion. Let's analyze a sample conclusion. Schools, students, and parents should consider the benefits of school uniforms. Implementing a uniform dress code within a school will improve the well being of the student body. Students will arrive to school on time without concern of what to wear in the morning and will stay focused on their lessons throughout the day without different clothing to distract them. So, here you're restating the thesis statement. And finally, you thank the audience. Thank you. So before you start your debate writing, the points that you have to keep in mind is you need to understand the question, like what do you have to do? What issues do you need to cover? What do you know about this issue? Make a list of points. Decide if you're arguing for or against the statement. Next, you should have a draft of your essay as it would guide you as you begin to write. And finally, your writing should be more factual rather than emotional. So thus we have come to the end of the session. Thank you and have a nice day.